Hi guys, welcome to Comment Commentary. This is the show where we sit on a couch and we talk about the comments that you put on videos that we posted earlier in the week. You know, there's a little give and take here at SourceFed, and you're an important part of it.
Arguably the most important part.
Arguably the most important.
We depend on you.
Part.
So before we get into actually the meat of this show, let's do what we do every week and discuss the new Facebook banner photo, can we?
Oh, yeah.
It's from Trevor Colt, and look at him, he's playing with cards, he's about to do a magic trick.
Yeah, I think so.
Magic is sexy.
Yeah.
Have you ever had a guy say, "Hey baby, you like magic?" Am I trying
No,
to impress
I
you with a
have
magic
not
trick?
seen
That's because
that,
the
but I
guy
have-
isn't sexy.
I
He hasn't
have-
even shown the magic yet.
I was really disappointed in high school. Like, I had a couple friends, I think everybody had a couple friends in high school, or somebody in their school that did know some magic tricks with
yeah.
cards,
Pretty cool.
and it fascinated girls.
Yeah, I don't know. I was on like a second date with a guy, and he like started doing as a joke. I was like, "Oh, you have cards? You know magic?" And he like started busting out some serious magic, and I was like,
No, but see, how did it make you feel though?
I was like, one, stupid, but two, because you know when you're like, I'm a moron.
Maybe I'm just jaded. I get to go to the Magic Castle
Yeah.
a lot, but there's so many like kind of skeezy
Oh, how's
guys.
it- Oh, yeah,
Alright,
you know
with
me.
that
Oh, real
coffee?
quick, you guys, real
Sorry.
quick. There's two things that you probably need to know if you don't live in LA. One, the Magic Castle is like the mecca of magic. This cool ass, just like old castle mansion in the middle of Hollywood. You have to get a personal invite to go, and it's just like the Dewey Hauser's, the
Neil Patrick Harris.
yeah, the freaking president.
He's
of
the
it.
president of the academy, so it's actually a magic school too.
Yeah, so it's
Trish knows all about it.
basically they've set up like 40 different places
Yeah.
for magicians to do magic
It's
all night.
When you say castle, it's more like a old mansion.
Yeah,
Yes,
but it
it's
looks like a
amazing.
castle.
But it looks like a castle on the outside. The one thing that I was always really creeped out about is apparently one of my friends took me, and she knew, but she took
All
me
the
to this
secret
one-
passageways and the hidden bars.
And I literally went like this, and she goes, "Oh, just go to the restrooms right through there." And I went like this, and I went around, and I was like, "No!" Like, I
And then somebody was like, "We're gonna keep you in this room for a week," and you were like, "Please let me out
"Oh,
or
what's
feed
gonna
me."
be
And then
the
they just slowly
illusion.
closed the door and said, "It's magic."
Yeah.
Oh,
And they came
that's
in-
so
and then
disturbing.
They came in with a cheese shredder and they started rubbing it along your face.
But then they put it all back together because it's magic,
Because it's
right?
magic, and now you
Yeah,
survive serial
it's
killers.
magic.
So let's talk about some comments or other Facebook photos. Hey guys, let's do the next part.
So this week we did a video titled "We're All Gonna Die." It was a very uplifting video. And the question we asked was, "What's your detailed plan of survival after imminent nuclear war hits?"
In case we were worried about the positive effect that we're having on people, Erin Conroy, she watched this video and it's so funny because she had a legitimate nightmare last night, and she said that her neighborhood in the dream had turned into this war zone, and all of her friends, who I'm sure she loves dearly, died. And then she said thanks SourceFed.
You're welcome. Elliott Morgan is in a very dark place.
I've never had an end of the world dream. This brings in SourceFed work dreams. I've never had a work dream either, but Meg has a work dream
Every night.
every night. Have you guys had a work dream?
No.
No.
I've never dreamed about any of you.
That's not true. I have dreamed about Elliott and Joe.
Oh yeah, you
Yeah,
had some
she
hilarious
has.
dreams.
I've
You
had
have,
some
you have the type of
hilarious-
dreams that are
Mwah.
they're fun.
They're fun.
Did we do it?
Oh no!
It's never anything like that. It's always
It was a nightmare.
Leo will come in and be like, guys, I had this dream where Joe and you and me went to the beach. And we spent all day there taking pictures and having fun. I'm like, that's not a dream. That's like a daydream.
That is a daydream.
You had a thought about us.
It's like, yeah,
You were
right?
making
It's like,
plans.
There's usually murder
wouldn't it be nice
somewhere.
if we were older? We wouldn't have to wait so long.
Hey,
God!
What's going on here?
Oh,
You looking at
someone's
chest hair?
showing it up.
No, just
Here, can we
white.
put some sexy music as you button it up?
Not today.
Put it on, baby.
Not for you.
But I really want to see your white undershirt.
I know. It's, really, it's pretty snazzy.
Very
See that
sexy.
risque
If I do
white
this,
undershirt.
is this what the cool kids do now?
You look like an inmate now.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
oh, you do kind
Oh,
of.
you're hard.
You need a
dude.
bow tie if you're gonna button it up that high.
Dude, you're. Oh, you gangster.
Ew, he gangsta real.
Oh, call him Tupac from now.
No, you call him E2Ts.
Call me E2Ts. What's up? E2Ts or Tupac, whatever you want to call me, it's fine, whatever. What are you in for? Because I ate all the T's.
That gangster has a nice watch.
Yo, and my wife
of 6 years got this for me. So, what's up? It was a Valentine's Day present. So, you know.
And I'm not kidding. You should work on this more because it's getting close to Jay-Z.
You know what though? I'm like the white, cooler Jay-Z, who doesn't have quite as much money. But if you want at some point to come hang out with me, I'm saying me and you could maybe paint this town gold, you know, because like that's what we're gonna be wearing most of the time out there. I need like my Beyonce out with me in the
wife. You have a wife of 6
I need a wife of 6. I got my wife. I'm good without the Beyonce.
Moms want to eat babies. A new study has shown that there's a weird scientific reason behind moms wanting to nom their offspring. Question: what smell makes your brain happy?
Can you do it again? Just slam it.
Drew S. Just screech. Drew S.
Drew S.
Drew S. said they make baby soup in China.
No, they don't.
Is that true?
That might be true.
I bet that might be offensive or true.
Amazon said new book smell.
Oh, I do like new book smell.
I agree.
I also like old book smell.
I got made fun of on a common commentary a long time ago by Phil because I said one of the coolest things about going into a library is the smell of a library. How long has it been since you've been in a library? Long time, right?
I went last week.
Oh, I go all the time because I hate it.
Yeah.
When we get books and stuff, and Phil's like, nobody goes to a library anymore.
The other day I was like, man, like I wish there was like a Spotify for books. And then I was like, wait a minute, that's a library. Get whatever book you want. I was like, that's not a good invention at all.
It's a great smell.
Great.
It's like
no, it is
knowledge.
Karen Pennell said, I love the smell of dirt after it rains. One time when I was younger, it smelled so good that I tasted it because I thought it would taste good too. I was wrong, very wrong.
I would contend that there is a slightly better smell after it rains, and it's when it hits the pavement.
Yep.
Yes.
In
But then
Florida,
the worms
man.
come out. Then the worms come out.
I love.
That's weird.
Oh, that's weird. It's it's normal. It's fall. I love the fall so much, guys.
It happened
It's
today.
happening today. Fall's happening. I love it. So it's like I feel like I'm a different person.
It feels
in
so
the
much
fall.
better.
Yeah.
So much better.
Really?
All of us love it so much.
No.
You don't, but
You like fall?
Whoa! I prefer it to stay warm and the
No.
days to stay
No.
long. I don't
No.
like the days getting shorter
I
and
love
getting
it. I love
colder.
it.
And
Go.
Out of here. We're going
Go
to
back to
pumpkin
summer. Go.
patch.
no more beach days or
patch.
pool days or.
A-okay with it. I want boots. I want scarves. I
I
want
want to be able to
pumpkins.
wear this without getting a weird look.
Yeah,
Well,
because
you
he normally
can.
in the summer only wears it shirtless.
Yeah.
You can always wear that in the office though, Joe. It's always fall here.
It's always
frozen
very
tundra.
dark here.
Winter comes.
It's very dark here.
Winter come game.
Winter come came, yo. I should stop. I should stop trying to contribute to this video.
B2Ts. Winter come game. His new hit single, Winter Come Came.
Winter come came, right?
Sex Box, about a show where people are going to have sex on stage and then talk about it over in the Britons.
Yeah.
Right? So we asked you guys, what was your first educational foray into the world of sex?
Da-da-da-da.
And then Jacquelyn Patterson said, my mom explained sex to me with a picture book, which is like a decent way because at least it has pictures and then it's
Yeah.
not like a you know that.
as you didn't have to
That
read
thing. When I first looked at that comment, I thought he was going to say I thought it was pop-up book.
Oh, no.
And then I got real scared for a second.
should
Somebody
be, though.
should make that.
I think
All the tabs?
Yeah.
Sex
How much
education
fun?
pop-up book.
it's like a touch and feel one. It's
Yeah.
like you feel it.
Oh
and
no,
you
no,
flip
no,
it.
no.
Yeah, like, and they could be
You
like, there's
touch
all
it.
sorts of colors, and you move the color wheel, and the bush changes.
Yeah, right? Or you can have like little like nipples. And then like
Yeah.
Well, I'm uncomfortable.
No, here's the thing. Everyone's uncomfortable with it, but Joe was right. He said we made that Everybody Poops book. We need to have like a hey, sex is a thing that most people do. You know,
Everybody
we-
bones
Yeah, but
book.
I don't know that you need like a 4-year-old like nipples.
Don't give it to
saying
your
for four.
4-year-old.
But if it's that kind of book, those are usually aimed at 4-year-olds.
But
the
we
pooping
are.
one is for when you start to poop, and the sex one should
What
be
age are you when you start to
have
poop?
sex.
But you poop a lot earlier than you
No,
have
but
sex.
I mean, like when you
almost
start to like go like,
birth.
hey, I'm gonna poop on my own now.
Oh,
You know, like
Sure,
I'm
we
gonna
can
poop
skew the
independently.
book to an
Okay.
older age. That's fine.
Okay.
We're just
Yeah.
saying it shouldn't be so damn taboo anymore. D. Lopez says, truthfully, a book. I was in kindergarten hanging out at a friend's house. His older sister was hitting the age of puberty and had a book with comical illustrations that we all laughed at. I didn't understand most of it given my age, but the only depiction that was engraved in my brain from the experience was a drawing of a whistling testicle.
awesome.
It was whistling?
What was it whistling? What kind of tune?
Yeah, you gotta wonder.
Was it like a happy tune or was it like a I just made a huge mistake tune?
What kind of is that? I want to know that.
I just made a huge mistake tune. Can you whistle one?
Like a bad comedy.
It's
a
just
bit.
yeah.
Yeah, your testicle really does the womp womp
I would like to
sound
think
effect.
that maybe like in that book it was talking about the good and bad ways to go about having sex, and there was one good testicle and one evil testicle.
And they battle it out in an epic duel.
And then there's like a warning, ladies, you will more frequently run into the bad testicle than the good one. Beware!
And then the book just goes off the rails, and it's like, men, you have to get rid of the bad testicle. It's up to you to figure out which one it is.
Where did we get this? They gave you this in school? This is horrible.
I feel like we could have
love it.
so much fun if we did more intentional misinformation in educational books.
yeah.
Like it would be, as a society, I think there's a value in teaching kids the wrong thing. In the process of teaching one of my friend's kids that her name is totally different than what it is, and I get a big kick out of it, and it's gotten pretty good. Her name is Nadia, and I keep telling her that her name is Laura. And so I get to the point where about after 10 minutes, I'm like, Nadia, what's your name? And she goes, Laura. Which is silly, because I'm calling her by her name.
Elliott didn't cut off the evil testicle.
Nope. Every evil thing you do is it's the well, it makes sense actually.
The evil
That's probably
testicle's
pretty
fault.
accurate.
Dakota Kay says Animal Planet Lovin' Lions. Oops.
Involving
lions.
Loving lions.
Lovin' lions.
Loving
You feel the
It's true.
That's kind of like the first thing that I got because it was in that realm of education.
Yeah.
But it was National Geographic magazines.
Oh,
kinda what I
yeah,
went
where you're
to.
like, oh, boobs.
Yeah, but I would be at my friend's house, would be in the basement, and he had two things in the basement. He had the Nintendo, the Super Nintendo, which was back in a corner, and then in the other corner was just racks upon racks of National Geographic.
Racks on racks
So we'd
on
be
racks.
playing Super Mario World, and I would be Luigi because it was his house, because it's your friend's house. He gets to be
And
Mario, so you always
yeah.
have to be Luigi. So during his turns, I would just sneak back to the National Geographics and go through them until I saw really, really saggy movies.
Really?
Video
scary
games and
movies.
porn from a very young age. I'm proud of you, Joe.
Yeah.
Yep. Another book that I was probably introduced me more than anything was At a Library. A library.
Hey!
Did you guys ever read the graphic novels called Elf Quest?
No.
Love Elf
Elf
Quest.
Quest is all about
Yes.
these elves running around in the forest, killing
They're
things
sexy.
and f***ing each other.
They are sexy
Yeah,
elves.
that's all it is. It's cartoon drawings.
Vince O'Connor says, a really weird conversation with my dad in a nudie magazine. That sounds to me like American Pie. Then came the Air Force and my first long-term girlfriend, and that's where all the real learning occurred.
Yeah, I mean, naturally, that would be
That's what age are you
We had-
when you entered the Air Force?
at least 18.
Well, I mean, and then his girlfriend sat him down. They went through some educational materials.
Probably.
One of them was a
Likely.
pop-up.
There was probably a
there was a whistling
slideshow.
testicle.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, cool.
I had a really candid sex ed teacher.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she was great. Her name was Miss Lesby. And, like, not kidding,
Sorry.
Miss Lesby. And
Shouldn't
she
have
was
laughed.
She didn't
pretty
stand a chance, did
She
she?
was the first person that said it. She was like, laugh it up, everybody.
Joke's on
She
you,
was great.
because now
She was
I'm
like-
a sex ed teacher.
Yeah,
so
Good.
It was destiny. But
look
she
who
was
came
like,
out
scary.
on top.
Just smart ass
Literally
kid.
and
Was there-
figuratively.
It would have been me. Was there a kid in the class that was just like,
Yeah, oh yeah, all
Miss
the time.
Lesby, are you on?
Oh, am I
Are
on?
you on? Miss
Lesby
Lesby?
on.
Yeah, I'm
Are you
Oh.
on?
Miss Lesby
Yeah,
on.
I'm on.
Oh my gosh.
Principal's office?
There's a British
Cool.
kid.
Oh my gosh.
And
yeah.
that was it. She was actually ancient. She
Really?
Was, yeah, she was like ancient, had crazy blonde perm that didn't need to be a blonde perm. And she was like, all right, everybody, sex! And you're just like,
So that probably scared you away from sex more than
bro.
anything.
Yeah, like it was like,
Sounds hot!
yeah, it was like really just like this and this. You will get pregnant. This and this. You will get pregnant. Like,
Yeah, I didn't know how sex worked for a long time. I was kept in a bubble. I didn't know that penetration needed to
Trisha had a
happen
horrible.
Until what age?
until 15.
That blows my mind.
And it's not because I had sex at 15. It's because some other kid was like, well, yeah.
It makes sense. I can understand.
Well,
Yeah,
because
you
it was
understand
always
that?
explained to me in loose terms, and no one really went into specifics. And I was like, oh yeah, okay,
And
I think I get it.
There is an element sometimes when you're, 15 and 16 where you don't care as much as
Yeah, that's
everybody
true.
else
That's
thinks you
true.
should care until later. And, that's, if you don't care, you're not going to be like, oh God, I have to learn everything about this.
That's
I can
true.
understand how it would take a long
Yeah,
time.
I was kind of out of it.
Wait, I
It's
was
just
in
so
public
out
school,
there
yeah.
that I just imagine that it's just common knowledge by the time you're 17.
Well, And I went to an all-girls high school, so it's not like people were like shacking up in the hallways and stuff. Like it just wasn't really a thing.
People were still shacking up in the hallways.
In the hallways,
Trisha.
You just didn't know.
No, if there was one boy in that whole building, every girl was like, I smell boy! I smell boy! Like it was insane. It was nuts.
One of my friends in like the 4th grade, like we all knew how it worked, and she was like, well, the boy sticks his wiener in the girl's belly button. She was so sure about it.
I think everybody's,
in the girl's belly button.
And then we all never told her any different.
No, we did, and she cried because she was so sure she knew what it was. But it was like hilarious because she was like, what?
Little 4th grader doesn't know how sex works.
She was so scared.
I didn't know what the word.
That's not it.
I didn't know what the word boner was until 8th grade.
We had a place called Boner's Boats, and we all took pictures by it.
You know what's crazy though? Like dogs and cats and animals understand without anybody explaining it to them.
Yeah,
they don't have
Pretty
books.
Nuts.
We should do a human experience.
Pretty nuts.
Pretty nuts.
Do they have pretty nuts?
Whistling
I don't
nuts.
think so.
No.
More.
Pretty nuts.
And that's commentary, you guys. Thanks for watching our show. Thank you so much. What do we have going on this weekend? We have got, we're gonna have some bloopers. That's gonna be fun. What are you guys doing over on Nerd?
We got new movie thing show, Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs 2. We got some movie club going on with Emperor's New Groove, and this pretty face is in it.
Me and Steve are doing Emperor's New Groove movie club. It's pretty fun.
1 or 2 best animated Disney movie films.
Yeah, it's great.
Start saying all the just fun feedback that I give.
It's so good.
Spoiler.
Emperor's New Groove.
Gosh.
Laugh out loud funny.
Let's go, if you want to go see Emperor's New Groove or whatever, you can go to SourceFed or you can go Netflix.com. SourceFed, and you can get like a month of free streaming. And when you do that, after you do that, they will charge you, but it'll be worth it because you will have Netflix. So stay tuned for the Emperor New Groove.
This guy loves 7-Elevens.
YouTube.com /SourceFed nerd.
I'm beginning to think he's just uneducated.
And when you get there, you will find so many videos, and we will connect on like an existential level.
What if it's just a speech impediment?
Bye, guys.